Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're working on our letter X for our X-ray turtle drawing. So our X-ray turtle drawing, I did ask if you could have a small bowl, something round. It could be a cup or it could be a roll of tape, something that you could trace in the center of your paper. This is going to be the turtle shell, so we're going to trace it. So if you already have it traced, you're one step ahead of us. We're going to trace ours. Gavin here has already traced it in pencil, so he's going to outline his with his marker so that you guys can see. So once you have that trace, I'm going to clean mine up a little bit. Let's see. So that way my line's got a little crooked, and make sure that the cup or the bowl is empty when you're tracing it, so that way you don't get your paper wet. And I'm just going to double up on my lines here. A little bit there. All right, so with the X-ray art, boys and girls, this is just like it says, an X-ray. So if you've maybe had a cast on before or have had surgery, you may have had an X-ray where they put your body in a machine, or they take something to go over it and they check your bones. So in the X-ray art, we're going to be leaving the turtle's shell and kind of having the bones there. So what we're going to do next is we're going to draw the turtle's head. So you got to decide which way is it swimming. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go to the side? And what we're going to do is we're going to make those two marks right there, just like an 11. It looks like a neck. So this will be the turtle's neck. And then we're going to make the head, which is just going to be a circle or an oval shape that can come out from there, or you can just go all the way around. That's up to you. Okay, so we're going to add the flippers next, so you can decide later where it's swimming. So with the flippers, I'm going to put my fins or flippers right here. So I'm going to come out and curve it, sort of like a rainbow, one there, and I'm going to go right across to do the other one on the other side. And then what I want to do is I want to come back to the turtle shell. So I'm going to come back just like that to the turtle shell. And I'm making mine a little bit bigger and bend it back to the turtle shell. So, and I enjoyed your wolves from last week with our letter W. So thank you guys for sharing your artwork, because I love to see it on the camera when you're in class with Miss Kraus. And I enjoy seeing it on the emails too. So some of you guys have sent me some emails of your artwork. I've uploaded many art pieces to the art show. So the virtual art show is looking great. And if you still want to send me something to put in the virtual art show, please let me know and I'll send it. Or you send it to me and I'll put it in the show. All right, so what we're going to do next is the bottom. So you're going to go down, same kind of way, and then just come back. But you can make the bottom ones just a little bit smaller. And it's up to you if, oh, that one's a little bit too small. Let me make that a little bit bigger there. We'll put that little edge there. Make it look a little three-dimensional. There we go. And it's up to you if you would like to make a turtle tail. So that could be like a triangle. And Gavin here has a turtle. And it's a little baby turtle. It's about this big. And it is a Maryland terrapin turtle. And what's its name?
River.
River. So his turtle's name is River. All right, so now we're going to work on the bones. Actually, I'm going to add the eyes. So let me add 2 eyes. I'm just going to put an oval here, and then the nose right there. And then what we're going to do inside here is work on the spine. So the bones for the X-ray. Remember, we're working with the letter X, and this is the X-ray. So X-ray is what shows the bones. So we want to show those bones. So right down here, I'm going to make, let's see, I'm going to make a long, skinny kind of oval. That's going to be for the spine. And then from that mark here, I'm going to come out with the bones. So the ribs or the spines or the bones that come out from the center, just kind of curve it and go back. There's no wrong ways. You can make them touch that middle spine, or you can keep them. And whatever I do to this side, I want to try to do to the other side. So as we do the other side, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, And let's just do this, boys and girls. Give me like a little show of hands of who has had an x-ray done before. Maybe you had your arm x-rayed, your wrist, and just raise your hand or put a little emoji reaction. Click that reaction button to show us who's had an x-ray. Maybe you can even type it in the chat to Miss Kraus. What did you have x-ray? Was it your arm? Was it your leg? Was it your, what else? Your foot? I had my foot x-rayed when I had surgery 2 weeks ago. So they x-rayed it and looked at the bones, and they see all of the bones. So what you can do next is, if you're ready, you can start to color the shell. Gavin and I decided before the video we were going to leave the bones white, but you can, and make our shells black. You can make your shells any color you'd like. If you want to copy with us and leave the bones white, because our bones are white. And Gavin had an x-ray. He broke his wrist, and they had to x-ray his arm, and he had cracked his bone right in here and had to have a cast. That was actually last summer. So I'm sure if you haven't, maybe you know somebody that has had an x-ray before. And then if you have a cast, sometimes you can't do certain things. You have to wait for the bone to heal, and you have to protect your bone. So x-ray art, as you saw in the PowerPoint, I did share with Miss Kraus here. If you saw that, you guys were able to see some examples, and I shared about 3 examples. Most of the common and the x-ray art came from Aborigine art, which was the Aboriginals in Australia, and they would create the animals and show their spines, their bones, their organs. Okay, so what we're going to do next is, I'm using the green because I'm going to do the turtle's skin, and we're just going to draw some patterns. So they could be lines, shapes, anything you'd like. And I'm just going to make like rainbow shapes. So see that there? And if you're not ready for this step, don't worry about this step. You will have time to do this. Okay, you'll have time to do this step. And then I'm just going to draw some new ones in the corner. And you're just drawing. So any kind of lines you like. I like to make these sort of curved lines and then change directions. All right, and then what we'll do is we'll color with a crayon. But if you want to do something a little different, be creative. So in the Aborigine art, in the x-ray art, hopefully you're able to see some, a lot of them had designs like circles and dots, and a lot of their art was very colorful, but they would most of the times put it on caves or rocks, and they would use some of the materials that they have. So what we're doing now is just coloring it with a light crayon to fill the space. And then even if you're not on the same step as Gavin and I here, you guys can still, when we share our artwork for the turtle, just share it. Be sure to share it. Hey, Charlie. What you barking at? She likes to make some noise. And think about a name for your turtle. Maybe your turtle's name is River or Marsh, or maybe you'd like to call it something fun. And let's get ready to do this. We'll get ready to share, and then I'm just going to share with you some ideas that you guys can do for the water in the background, and then you guys can color how you wish. All right, so let's get ready to hold it up today and share what we have so far. So if you have a camera, please turn it on, and Ms. Kraus will check your work again at the end of art class. But let's share our turtles and what we have right now. Okay, so boys and girls, give it to me real quick on 3, 2, 1, show. Let's see what you guys have at home. Hold it up. Hold yours up, Gavin. Hold it up. Don't do your water yet. We're not on the water yet.
Okay.
Silly goose. All right, he started his water already. We're not there yet. All right, so it could go that way, that way. Maybe my turtle's gonna come and swing and hang out with you, and it could go in different directions. Now, for the water part, you could do whatever you'd like. If you saw some examples, there were some examples. This is a fish one that my 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders are doing. You can come around it with different rings of color. So they're doing the X-ray fish. If you'd like to do like rows of color, you can create it like an underwater scene, like we did our turtles. Our fish. What did we do? Our underwater scene a couple of weeks ago for the letter U. You could do it like that. I'm gonna do this for the background because I really like this look. And then so I'm gonna make these rainbow shapes, one. And then they're just gonna get smaller as they go to the bottom, okay? So I'm just gonna jump around the paper. So maybe I go here, maybe this one's gonna be smaller. And I'm gonna make a new one. Okay, and then I'll go to this corner and I'm gonna make another one. And you can kind of just make them grow. But you can get creative and do whatever it is that you'd like with the background. So I'm gonna even go, maybe here I make a circle and then I make bigger circles. So you don't have to copy this design. If you want to create sort of a water scene and do something else, you could do that too. Or maybe just want to color it all one color. And then I just connect in the open spaces. So you can just keep going with it. And it's just a lot of fun to just fill a space. So the Aborigines, as hopefully you read that earlier, was they created many different types of artwork thousands of years ago. And most of the time they would create the animals that they would see, or reptiles, fish, octopus, deer. They were your most common animals that they would create this X-ray art with. So you can do this with kangaroos because Australia's are in kangaroo. Kangaroos are in Australia. So I'm just going to connect that there. All right, and I'm going to get ready to finish up here. And then what we'll do is just take a crayon and just color the space to fill the page. So we're just drawing lines. And it all starts kind of with that rainbow shape. Or you can color it. Gavin's got a real nice blue water over here. All right, and just make this last part. And they would make their paintings on rocks, caves, on stones. And then all you really have to do is take a crayon and then just color kind of quickly right over top of the marker. And that will just show your color. And boys and girls, when our video is done playing today, you will still have time to work. So don't feel rushed. If and when it's time for you to color the rest of it, just take your time and fill in your spaces. If you run out of time, most important, getting that turtle finished and doing the turtle. So when we check your artwork, that one is the X-ray turtle. And if you would like to share any artwork with me, if you'd like to put it in the art show, please don't forget to send an email or have your parents send it through Parent View and take a nice clean photo of it, and we'll upload some of the turtles to the art show. Or if you have anything else you're working on, I've gotten some pictures. I have one student who did a Naruto drawing. I've got one student that created some different anime. I had some great artwork from last week that was turned into, so some fun stuff. Someone did a popcorn pop art and some really cool stuff. All right, so take your time, boys and girls, as you color. Take your time working, and I do miss you, and there's my cat Shadow right back here. I miss you guys, and I enjoy the emails. I enjoy seeing your artwork, and I've checked out all the videos, so you guys have fun with Miss Kraus and do a great job. You guys are awesome. I miss you, I love you, and I'll see you, art friends, soon. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.